We're back. Let's see. My sub expires in a few hours, so let's try and get this done. Let's try and wrap up this round of quests. With permission, I will make a brief stop at the Assessor Gate, just long enough to send guards to Bluesky, if you understand. Were not for them, we would never have escaped Elidibus, much less with the spirit vessels. The mine fell into our foes' clutches. Bluesky gathered up the rest at great risk to themselves. I must see that they are safe before we press on. Enough good people have given their lives that I might fulfill my duty. Warrior of Darkness, Exarch, forgive us this paltry greeting. We're not notified of your coming. Wasn't planned. I need you to assemble a rescue party. Our friend Bluesky lies wounded in a clearing to the west. Pray go to their aid with all haste. Once, my lord, may I ask how they came to harm? The reports of enemies in our midst, specters who appeared at the after the star shower. Do they have something to do with it? Yes, the man who attacked Bluesky is also responsible for the star shower and the appearance of the specters. I have no time to explain, but know that the individual in question does not seek to do indiscriminate harm. If you do not bar his servant's path, they will not turn on you. You are to leave this foe to us, understood? Meanwhile, I ask that you alert the rest of the guard and focus on maintaining calm in the city. Understood. Lena! I shall take charge of matters in the city. Find Bluesky now. No time to explain. The graver the matter, the less inclined you are to speak of it, even when it's plain for all to see, like what's happening to you. Lena, this time there truly is no time. I know, my lord. Whatever matters otherwise, I believe that you would even be willing to speak part of your past if pressed. Yet I remain afraid to do so. Afraid that what I might learn would make a stranger of you. Forgive me, there is no time. Perhaps a few words are in order. Indeed, time must be made. Lena, do you remember the time you got lost in the tower when you were little and I searched for you for hours on end? And the cake I baked for you on your 10th name day, that hideous lump of the good people of the mean covered up with beautiful candles? And your hapless first encounter with the Sin Eaters as a guard. Afterwards, you threw yourself into your training, pretending nothing was wrong, though I could see the tears in your eyes. All these moments that we shared, and the feelings that accomplished them, that accompanied them, they're as real as aught that came before, and nothing will ever change that. Will ever change what we mean to each other. If I had made you worry, then I beg your forgiveness. Heaven knows you deserve better. Through the darkest of times, you've kept faith in me, standing tall as the proud daughter of the Crystarium, as an example to us all, and I count myself blessed to have you in my life. I want you to know that. Why do you speak so, as if this were our last meeting? Truly, you have a knack for making people worry. Besides, it's you who are an example to us all. You who've lived through countless trials and who will lead us through countless trials to come. So go, my lord, do what you must, but take care. Is she crying or is she laughing? No, she's crying. Okay. The ward holds. Excellent. Elidibus will still be within the tower. Our foe's sole purpose is to destroy you, and to that end, he has summoned heroes from other reflections, empowering himself with their hope even as they occupy your comrades. You will not best him as easily as you did in the depths. By any measure, the odds are now stacked firmly in his favor. To wit, spare no preparation, my friend. I shall lift the ward only when you are ready. You're ready, then? Very well, I shall lift the ward. You know, it wasn't so long ago that I watched you seal the place up. Ah, before I began my slumber, you mean? It seems so rather long ago to me, but yes, what strange symmetry. This time I break the seal, and I have no intention of locking myself away again. Nay, together we will enter, and together we will leave, in triumph. So come, my friend, let's be about it.
Not here either. We must keep climbing.
Do the Elogans just not... I guess they have the teleporters.
"'Twas but a matter of time. I cannot keep up with you, nor will it avail us to make a stand here. You must go on without me. Find Elidibus and stop him. Worry not, my friend. Though I am no warrior, I have learned to hold my own over the years. When first we explored this tower, you and your fellow adventurers formed the van, while I was left to follow in your wake.
Yeah, I still play Magic.
Suffice it to say, I was not best pleased with the arrangement. How I wished that I could join you. And now I have, here where it all began.
A lot of monologues we have here while there's
trust in you,
guys being summoned to attack me.
Legacy of your name, to let them guide my every deed. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed.
Why me?
Why you? Why not you? Had I chosen another, we would never have made it this far. Or do I mistake your meaning? Elidibus spoke in similar terms, you say? How curious. To answer your question, then, I made my choice for reasons which seemed obvious to me, but may not to any other. There were the expectations I placed upon myself before beginning my slumber, and the expectations of those who roused me. Of course, I had the choice to turn my back on a lot of it, but in the end, it was no choice at all. I cherish the time I spent with you and the others. What I wouldn't give to return to those halcyon days. Chasing ancient secrets, overcoming trial after trial with the aid of like-minded comrades.
Again,
What remarkable comrades they were. In such company, I felt as if I were a character in the epic tales that had stirred my heart as a boy. As if my dream had come true.
This is really a long time to monologue when there are enemies that are about to kill us right over there. Like, they're still not summoned. It's been a good, like, 2 minutes. There were instant summonings all before.
Course, for I was no hero. Neither then nor after. Though the world to which I awakened and the first were beset with myriad problems, I rarely knew how best to play my part. There was, however, one thing of which I was certain. That I could not bear to let those dear to me meet a tragic end.
There they go.
I'm afraid our time is up. Go! Rest assured you haven't seen the last of me. I wouldn't dream of playing my trump card save in your presence. Break! Memories of a possible future. Worthless. All. Worthless as memories of the only past. Fated to fray and fade into oblivion. Leaving naught but a gaping void. The waking sands. Yes,
That was the place. The place I first made myself known to you and yours. The seventh rejoining had left the realm listing dangerously towards darkness, and events were unfolding that threatened to push it over the brink. Thus did I approach you in my capacity as emissary, thinking that you would make a useful pawn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Eorzea pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the Unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. It falls to me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the Convocation of 14, I will see this done.
But know that his devotion is not without reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what that reason is. You worry too much, Elidibus. This dedication to your duty verges on obsession. However hard you struggle, you'll never bring back the Convocation.
What of it? I have my mission. I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone. We spoke, and I swore. What? What did I... This pain, this torment, is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known. Even should you lose all that is dear to you, even should it cost you your life, you bear the burden and fight on, kicking and screaming until your last breath is spent!
Aye, it's true. We've lost much and more. Known unimaginable suffering. But through it all, we never, ever forgot what was dear to us. And that's what gave us the strength to carry on.
You've no fight left to fight.
No. It will not end here. Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call. The time is come to deliver your brethren from darkness. My heart's sole desire is a world free of sorrow. Join with me now in hope and prayer for the salvation of all. If you would usher in the end, then with my all shall I oppose you. As the avatar of those mortal heroes who fought unfalteringly in all their imperfection, as the warrior of light incarnate. Come, warrior of darkness, let us finish this. What?
And I commit the chronicle of the traveler, shepherd to the stars in the dark. Though the world be sundered and our souls set adrift, where you walk, my dear friend, fate shall surely follow. For yours is the 14th seat, the state of Azim. Oh, Azim!
An invocation of Eld, though not of Hydaelyn's making. What are you? No, it matters not. You are the enemy, and you will fall. Even should it cost me everything, I will not forsake my duty.
Seed of Sacrifice, now accessible. Okay, so now I have the summoning rock. That's warrior. Where's the warrior of light? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Let's swap Scholar. It's got music now. You know what? May as well do my normal thing. Let's see. Nine, 7, Uno, 6. Trace. 5, 2, damn it, 8. Alright, pretty good payout. Cinco. 9, 3, 4. Alright. Yep, here we go. Let us do the thing. I'm gonna have to remember how to play Scholar. It's been a little bit.
For my people, for our world, I will strike you down. This battle shall be our last.
Oh, I just realized I need you. Oh shit. What the? Can you res? There we go, we're good. I don't know what this does. Knife of Time battle. We are being teleported. Here's where we Asians have been forced to retreat time and time again. You will meet your demise. Even should you break free, there is no way back. Okay. Clutch a crystal of Azim to your breast and wish upon it with all your heart. So it ends in unceremonious silence.
You! It cannot be!
Was that... Okay, does that imply that that's Emmett Selk? Or does that imply that Emmett Selk learned it from us, his boyfriend?
Salvation given for mankind's first hero and his final hope. For victory, I render up my all. Your demise will be ours.
Oh god, he's getting limit breaks.
You still stand. Be gone, spawn of shadow.
Gotta love, like, all of these Asians looking at other ancients and being like, you, it cannot be. And it's like, how do you know? How do you know which man in a robe and a mask is which?
Darkness must be destroyed.
Oh shit. Got him. Oh, do I not? Oh, I don't have my thing. Ah, that makes sense. I was like, why is my tank buttons not working? Or a different character. I haven't set it up for this.
My soul knows no surrender. Hope, grant me strength.
limit breaking us. He's going plus ultra. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh.
Gleaming steel, light my path.
Oh, what am I doing? I forgot I can do this. What's up, Seraph? I don't know what the pauses mean. I'm dead. That's not great.
Be gone, spawn of shadow.
I forget what this is. Alright.
Darkness must be destroyed.
So many Bahamets! Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, damn it, you already got him.
Not yet.
Ah, fuck. Actually, I don't even think it's worth trying to res you. Yeah.
No, I cannot fail. I will not.
Am I the only... I'm no longer... I got 4 commendations, even though I kind of sucked.
Fool. You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, yet I will never surrender.
Elidibus, so fixated were you on my memories of the future, you failed to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower, this beacon of hope for mankind. Created to serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens. To harness and bind the boundless. Not unlike white Eorzea.
We're gonna kill Elidibus right here? There's an entire other expansion we have to do.
Ill-begotten power. Obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
I thought that he was the main villain of the next expansion, though. We can't kill him right now, right? Don't worry. Your boyfriend's here. Oh, you are like 90% rock, my dude. Oh no, okay. From the back it looks less bad.
This. Yes. I would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believed. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elidibus. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiac. For them. My people. My brothers. My friends. Stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it.
But there's an entire other expansion after this one. He's gone?
I concede I may have overexerted myself. Steady now and listen. I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you. We have averted the 8th Umbral Calamity. Found a way for everyone to return to the source. And, last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrand. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged,
Kiss me.
promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask.
They are so gay. Yeah. You could have asked me earlier. God damn. This really makes me feel like I can't swap to Mavic as my main.
If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me? friend. With you, my mind and memory shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
So you don't need, like, Beklug's help?
There, the Exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the Scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the source. The Warrior of Darkness, however, retained his ability to traverse the two worlds at will. And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of his link to the First, and of hope.
There's a lot more people out here than there are usually, I feel. You did well, you and the Exarch. Such moments. It's hard to know what to say. Are you alright, my friend? Shortly after you left, we observed that our enemies' ranks were no longer being replenished, presumably when your absence was noted. So we polished them off and then came as quickly as we could. Which is not to say quick enough, but then you had the Exarch for company, didn't you? And you couldn't ask for better than that. Ere we descended from the throne room, I did chance upon an object which, if I have the right of it, did once... Mine apologies. Mayhap now is not an appropriate time. Let's speak of it later. Sometimes I wish that I too had been gifted with the echo, that I might see what you had seen, a glimpse into your heart. A glimpse into your heart without the need for words. Am I alright? I should be the one asking you. But yes, I'm fine. Thank you. We all are. The people are fine, the city's fine, the star showers have stopped. It's almost as if we'd gone back to the peaceful days that followed the night's return. Almost. The only way is forward, so I have to believe that whatever lies ahead will be better than what came before. If you're ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? So you reached out to Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved. It changed nothing. Changed nothing. He's still gone. Perhaps. Ultimately, you had no choice but to strike him down. But the important thing is, though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love that he and his brethren bore for one another and the star may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? A gift from Emmett Selk. He knew of Elidibus' plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus' suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate. It's unlikely we'll ever know the truth. The best we can do is remember that that events as they happened, no more and no less. As Ronkins so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Okay, so it was Emmett Selk. It was a, like, projection of Emmett Selk. There you all are. My friend, we were given to understand thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the gods not made such a fuss. Tell me, what's happened? Where is the Exarch? He's a rock now. I see. Would you show me his spirit vessel? Yes. Both his soul and memories seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem unnecessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. What a relief. And 'tis but a question of restoring his soul unto his flesh. As thou didst lately tell me, the success of the process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as his own. Given the apparent desire to return to the source, one would think that his soul would be only too happy to return home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation? So one would hope, but none can speak for the Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we're attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essence blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? A number of things could go awry. Assuming that I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply, yet the answer I received was rather longer than that, almost comically so. In fact, regardless, out of respect to the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. Ahem. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous, burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. When I look around me, I'm reminded that, no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they're always with us, guiding us, and driving us. I see it in Vothri, who's sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. In Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who chose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time they had all shared that one common thread, hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart regardless of the risks. and I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think that, to them, the outpourings of a dewy-eyed boy, not the old man the Exarch seems to be. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he's blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should all make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence, after all. Needs to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbough. Let us reconvene here anon. There remain some few matters which require mine attention in Ilmeg. May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? I've been meaning to get some flowers for Minfilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we could go to Nabatharang together one last time. A fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Yulmore for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his heirship. I assume you've had places of your own to be, Alice. I shall see you later. Let's take this opportunity to conduct a final inspection of the spirit vessels. Given what's at stake, one can never be too thorough. As you probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head, but I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but the Exarch does, if only in spirit, so I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged about in his hero's backpack. Let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see how Halrick's doing. Halrick? Halrick! Oh gods, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly, we have to find him. Alice, we didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halrick, he's gone for a walk with the others. They were planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. That's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard, then? Greetings. Looking for Halrick by any chance? There he is. I was afraid he'd wandered off again. No, there's no need to worry. Halrick's safe and well. He's been showing good progress, and likes to go for walks as of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. I wasn't aware he had family here. He doesn't. It's Tesleen. Her sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. So he remembers. What brings you back so soon, out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. Rest assured the treatments will continue. Becklug will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we're sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us. Achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here for their before their time. So rest easy and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I'll miss you all. But it isn't time to say our farewells quite yet, so if there are any tasks that need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. The time left to you is precious. That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. And neither will I. Take care. I'm not crying, I just have sand in my eye, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could look in on the others? Alphino, for instance. If anyone's crying, it'll be him. Oh. Just leads me right into it.
Oh, Alpha, no!
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
You're certainly well loved.
'Tis more than I deserve, yet I'm truly grateful and will see that she knows as much. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer. There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist. You have our love, now and always.
That was really sweet.
And you mine. Please take care.
I hear the airship crashed in Amarang. Never mind. The important thing is you're all safe and well. That said, we should probably retrieve the wreck before the locals strip it for trolley parts. Perhaps we can make a trade of it. Oh, wrong thing. Thank goodness you can still return. If I had to bid farewell to you both, my heart would burst here and now. Like Alphino, I know that yours is a life of constant employment, but do visit us from time to time. It would mean the world to us. I understand the Exarch will be leaving with you. Capable though his custodians are, the Crystarium we pour for his absence. It seems the coming years will be a period of transition for both cities, but the thought of mutual cooperation, mutual cooperation, I'm confident we can find a way forward. It is a strange feeling to stand in the company of our friends knowing that I'll never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know, I shall cherish my memories of Norvrent, of every soul I met here for the rest of my days. And shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. Forgive me. I realize now that I never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Eorzea did that, did she? Well, as you can see, I'm quite alright now, unlike her by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Eorzea next, given his conservance with the idiosyncrasies of the Fey folk. I doubt it'll be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. Why tidy up now when you can do it never? True. I shall have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as my known occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm, which hath been his home for these 100 years, a noble gesture. As for Master Alphino's concerns, thou mayest rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our Fey friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes unto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I had been meaning to show something to thee. An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Though it hath lost its radiance, 'tis unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus, and when his mortal form was, forgive mine indecency, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doth abide in thee, it is all that remaineth of our friend, and if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Seto. I could think no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever, thou wilt find the Amaro in Wolkdorf. Oh wait, isn't there, there's a teleporter in Wolkdorf, isn't there? Yeah. Full glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Is that Ardbert's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it? Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Tell me, does anything strike you as different about my soul?
Your soul? How can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Ardbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
May your adventures together take you beyond the farthest horizons, and may they always lead you safely home. Oh, I gotta fly back there. Is flying even the fastest way here? I probably could have teleported. Oh well. Thou art returned. How did Seto receive thine offering? Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. As our birth liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of people of Novrant. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire the new warriors of light for generations to come. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue thy tour, might I suggest Elidibus as thy next destination? 'Tis the task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect your stroll is heavier than most. Suffice to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. Runar, you gotta propose now! Runar! Tell her you love her! What's this? Have you come to spy on me? Does Urianger truly think me so solvently? The nerve. Loath I am to disappoint. I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells. To everyone save Runar, that is. He's nowhere to be seen.
Master Matoya. For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Runar, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day...
On such a day.
Huh?
You may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
I am on board for Y'shtola figuring out how to travel between worlds. Please take good care of Master Matoya. She is all... See that she eats well, wraps up warm on cold days. And, there's an herbal tea which she enjoys. I'll give you the recipe if you could make it for her, perhaps? And, above all, please keep her close. I do not deny that she is strong, but even the strongest among us should not be alone. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it's time we head back to the Crystarium, shall we? You still have to take the Exarch to Nabatharang. I see. Very well. You can look on in Thancred while you're about it. His will be a difficult farewell, and I'm sure he would appreciate your support. The path goes through Twine. If you wait there, you'll like to meet him on the way back, if not before. I need to double check my to-do list. What? Because, like... I still need to finish Eden, and... Like, is the next Eden bit just without them? Or I could be... Right, because I'm on stage. I do Ruby Doomsday. Oh, Ulu did correctly put that the trial series shouldn't be done all at once, but he did tell me I could do it all at once when we first did it. Yeah, Reflections of Crystal Hope's Legacy. Yeah. Alright, let's see. You too? What's this, my bloody name day? I see. Yes, Thancred was here, and Reen too. They said they wanted to go to Nabatha Rangs. We gave them use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl's up and running again. We didn't just put her back together, mind you. No, with a little help from Master Chai. We made her faster. Stronger. Yes, the future of trolleys is looking rather brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time. Time to reach for the stars, the trolley to dwarf all trolleys. If you ask me, you better off making them smaller. That way they can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius! Why didn't I think of that? Enough. You could daydream on your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priorities have more working trolleys. That's why we turned to China's, by the way. Not to make the one trolley we got go faster. We need to help getting a few talos back in working order, you see. We were out testing them when your airship came down, as a matter of fact. You seem to have a habit of crashing things. We're back. Thanks for the loan of the trolley. Oh, what are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. That's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave, or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? You could say that. So you're heading home. I'm just a simple miner, and I don't know much about this world-traversing business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crystarium, and don't want for anything. Besides which, I have no shortage of friends I can turn to, friends like you lot. And also my hot goth girlfriend, who we're not going to mention, because we can't actually confirm whether or not you've played it at this point. But yes, hot goth girlfriend, who totally lives throughout the end of that trial series. Probably. Please don't worry, I'm fine, really. If you say so. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn if the choice were mine. I'm not so sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. Reen's chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy your dilemma. And, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you're to call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus, everyone. Shall we, then? If you've nowhere left to visit, we can go to the Crystarium together. Mark my words, one day Twine will thrive again, and I hope that Thancred can come back to see it. Him and that funny talking fortune teller bloke. Bugger me, I forgot to thank Thancred. When you get the chance, tell him I'm glad that we had that little talk, and tell him we'll look out for the girl. When it comes to families, you'd think together was best, but it's not always that simple, is it? Never really thought about it, well, with my parents being long gone. The people of this town were the closest thing I got to family, and to be fair, I'd hate to leave them, which is why I'm not going anywhere. And the gang's out here on their own. Are they all just looking at a small cat? Oh, it's somebody else's. I thought they were all looking at this. Trust the Exarch had a pleasant tour of the realm. This is it then. I thought it would have been easier saying farewell, but each step I took out of Yulmore felt heavier than the last. I did everything I could in the time I had. No regrets. I took the liberty of informing the Crystarium's leaders of our imminent departure. It seemed only right. it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just, I always knew that everyone would leave one day, and I'd always hoped and prayed that it would find a way to send them home, but now that the time's come, I just feel lost. Lost and lonely. I don't want our last months together to be sad. I want to hold myself together just long enough to say the things I need to say, but I'm not sure I can even do that. I'll be there with you. Right. Thank you. I think we'll all feel braver with you around. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Becklug undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us,
fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
I, a more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him. Will you tell him this?
Word for word.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
I got the wind-up Graha! Model upon no one in particular. No, really. I am doing this in the correct order, right? Reflections in Crystal. Yeah, Away with the Fairy. Okay, yeah. Her heart laid bare, Reen appears at peace again. I suppose it's time. Are you ready? Let's not keep the others waiting. I built this moment shown your associates in. Strange to think I will not have the honor of showing them out again. But I'm informed that you yourself may return, and I look forward to welcoming you on that happy day. Now, if you would care to follow me. Yeah. Angelo stands ready to work his magic on our souls. Did not expect such a rousing farewell from the people. It was the very thing my spirits needed. Now all that remains is to return to the source. The 12 know that we have made Kryl and Tataru worry long enough. In the spirit of solidarity, I bid you carry the vessels as if your life depended on it. How many times have we few assembled thus in the storied chamber? Many and more, I think. Were the Exarch standing before us, the scene would be complete. Nay, 'twould be complete were he standing before us, with Emmett Selk smirking in the wings. Yeah, the gang's all here. Eorzea, Yustola, the twins, the Exarch, and Emmett Selk, our best friend. Since you cannot take our worldly goods with us, I want you to have my gunblade. Use it or sell it, it's all the same to me, so long as it serves you in some way. I will be satisfied. Thank you, Thancred. I'll treasure it. There you are. I take it you're ready for the journey? The spirit vessels are primed, and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Upon beginning the soul imbuing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view them in their entirety. Yep. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls, then.
Angelo.
In your hands, Angelo.
This best boy's got you. Shouldn't there be like a pile of clothes on the ground?
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls. I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
This will work, won't it?
No, they're all gonna die. I didn't see them in the trailer for Dawn Trail.
Our theories have held thus far. But I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen. So let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
What if we just alternate universe where there's a Freaky Friday situation? Like, oops, we mixed up some of these. Ah, man, Alice and Alphino's souls are just so similar. We got them in the wrong.
Did it? Are we?
We're home.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of popotos.
Popotos.
I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? and we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
Some days later.
What is it, Elidibus?
Did someone
Are
like
you
gift
all right?
that?
Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
Tataru just remade them all the same gear they had in the first.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just
Oh, Feo
right.
got them. Okay, that's neat.
For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favourite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
You developed so much over this arc, Eorzea.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
Oh, they don't have... they don't have... They don't have their new outfits.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat. Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
Seeing them all just like hanging out is so nice.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you...
His tail's wagging.
I mean, if you think
Graha, really? You said we go on a date. I mean an adventure. Oh my god, he's so excited. I can't swap off being my Makote now.
I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the seventh dawn. Grahatia, at your service. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool, seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help!
Alice is like, oh, thank God, something to fucking punch.
On the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
What? Now wait, just a... Here we go again.
Do they have a bet on how soon it would take Eorzea to run off and punch something?
I will join the fray when I've finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
I've used this gif before on Twitter. Now I know where it's from.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh. So it was that a new adventure began.
Oh yeah, Xenos is still doing bullshit. We got rid of all the Asians, but Xenos still wants Zodiark. And there's also the other guy in the white robe. I was like, who's the villain now? I've totally forgot my yandere over here who's not going to be very happy that I got a boyfriend now.
World's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace. Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find.
Is this the body of the...
Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree? But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I?
Oh. This fucker.
Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten.
Okay, I at least like him more when he's, like, being possessed by an Asian.
Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions.
Fandaniel. Damn it, Daniel.
Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc-wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories, of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment! Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Do as you will. It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
Grahatia! Ah, you're back. Tell me, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone and mannerism? I thought it better to be familiar than formal if we're to be comrades, but now I worry that I may have distracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings. Yes, that will do. Being free to live as one pleases is not without the challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment, providing me with a focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I had quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet if all I did was bend the bow, it would be of limited use to you on your adventures. So now I persevere. Hello, Cole. Whosoever I might have been before, I am now a scion, an inexperienced scion at that, a green initiate eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause, that he might now follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. Grahatia is now available as a trust companion. Yeah. Just double check my to-do list. Complete a reflection in crystal. Yeah, continue Eden Raid Series Empty Promise. Right? Yeah. Where's my achievements? Yeah, Hope's Legacy. So I'm still doing this in the order Ulu has designated for me, which would imply that the next series of the Eden Quest doesn't involve Eorzea and Thancred. That means that Reen's doing it on her own. So all I gotta do is Eden, and then I can complete the post-Shadowbringers MSQ into Endwalker. I'm almost there! But I've gotta wait till I can do a raid night with friends for the end of the Eden Quest series. And my sub expires in a few hours. So I am going to probably be live tomorrow morning, hopefully, if I wake up in time, with Pal World, because I've been wanting to play Pal World. and then we'll get back to Final Fantasy. It will not be as big of a hiatus as my previous hiatuses. Maybe like a week at most, probably, because I'm having a good time. But I guess I think I've got to... I suppose we ought to take stock of the situation. By forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, we have unwritten history. The future now lies beyond my ken. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but we can overcome our trials. We've always done so, have we not? Show me your wind-up mistle! What? Well, now, I have my suspicions as to what this is about, but would you be so kind as to confirm them for me? Just as I thought. They went ahead with it after all. The artisans of the meet had come to me with a proposal, you see, in celebration of the knight's return. They asked how I wished to be commemorated, on a coin or as an automaton. Neither, I replied. Oh, thank you for the sub! I appreciate it! Neither, I replied, for all the good it did. They knew that I would be embarrassed, and it makes no difference what name they gave it, yet they still did it. A right stubborn lot they are, as benefits the people of the Crystarium. They shall be just fine without me, and Lena may rest assured I do not worry for them. Nevertheless, I shall never cease to pray for their happiness. No longer am I the leader of a nation. Whatever power and influence I may have wielded, I left it behind as surely as I left my body. But everything I have ever felt and experienced, all these things and more I have brought with me. You have brought with me. I shall carry them close to my heart always, unto the end of my days. How do you fare of late? Do you mean since I awakened in this body? The hunger being par for the course, I have no complaints. All appears to be well, though my memories straddle the lives I've lived. There are no contradicting fragments which cause me confusion. Yet, by the same token, 'tis a strange feeling to be possessed of my young body again. Even accounting for the crystallization, I do not recall ever being so light and spry. As for my soul, Y'shtola assures me it's similar to yours. That is to say, it's somewhat denser than others, but otherwise normal. On the face of it, it appears to make sense, but I couldn't help consider the differences between your circumstances and mine. You, of course, merged with Ardbert, and as similar as your souls may have been, the fact is that you were different people, thus did your soul gain in density. How you were able to merge is a different matter. Given what we know of the soul, that you possess distinct memories should have rendered the process more complicated, but I but theorize perhaps your strong and shared desire to do so made it possible. In contrast, I simply merged with myself. Whatever additional experiences the older me may have had, my fundamental existence remained unchanged. Mind you, that's not to say that I haven't improved, far from it. At any rate, when souls combined, it shouldn't have been a process of augmentation, but rather, shall we say, attunement. It seems somewhat strange that my soul has become denser. Or could this be the result of having undergone another rejoining? At least, if so, it would serve as proof that a future that many fought and died of a future that many fought and died to prevent. Lest we forget, my friend. Lest we forget. Okay, this has been cool. I'm off, though. I'm gonna head out, sleep, and I should hopefully be awake to play some Pal World tomorrow morning. Let's go raid somebody. The raid message, you found the missing persons. I normally don't click that one first. Let's see. Where are we tossing things? I don't want to raid anyone playing Pal World, because I want to play it for myself. Everyone's playing Pal World, though, jeez. Let's see if there's anybody new playing 14. I mean, new to me. The answer of which is yes, of course. But the people are probably going to be playing... no, people are going to be doing MSQ nonsense. I don't want to deal with that. So let's... Nope, wrong button. Yeah, let's go raid somebody that I actually know. Let's raid Tiamat Ruler. They're doing the epilogue of whatchamahoo's it? Scarlet Violet. So we will head on over there. Raid message, you found the missing persons. I will catch you all probably tomorrow. Until then, be seeing ya. Thanks for hanging out with me.